This is my video on AWS Key Management Services. So what is Key Management Services? So it's a managed service that makes it easy for you to create and control encryption keys. So this encryption key is important bit here. Used to encrypt your data. It uses FIPS 140 validated hardware security module to protect the security of your key. So basically it protects your key, AWS key. So we'll look at how to create AWS KMS Key Management Services under IAM, Internet Identity Access Management. So AWS Key Management Services integrated with most other AWS services to help you protect the data you store. So it's kind of integrated. You can apply once you create a key management service, you can apply it to other services as well. So which is quite helpful when in terms of decrypting and encrypting and decrypting your data. AWS Key Management Service also integrated with AWS CloudTrail to provide you with logs of all key usage to help you meet your regulatory and compliance needs. So what AWS CloudTrail is, as it says, CloudTrail. Trail means to track all your accesses, all your who access what, so on and so forth. So how many services you have, if there is any errors, any hiccups in your system, it can trail, it can log, it can monitor your processes. So this is what CloudTrail is for. So without further ado, let's dive into KMS, Key Management Services. So I will click Services, then I will look for Internet Identity and Access Management, IAM. Then so once it appears, then you'd see the dashboard of Identity and Access Management. So how do you create key management services? It's under encryption key, and click Get Start Now. Then make sure the regions is selected appropriately. So create a key called My First Key. To do that, you need to click Create Key, alias that, then you say description is KMS on S3, for S3 rather. Click Next, click Next. If you want to add a tag, you can add a tag. Say for example, name, I would say this is my key management services under IAM, Internet Access Management, Identity Access Management. Keep on saying I as Internet for some reason. So click Next, and you see a range of keys available here. So you can see there are quite few users available, users and roles. So we will select this, and we want to apply that key management to this user. Call AWS student and click Next. Again, choose permission to allow AWS student to use this key. Click Next, and you generate JSON query, JSON dataset. Then you can click Finish, and it'll take time. So that finishes. So the key we've created is called my first key. It's available here, and if you were to click that again, we want to copy this ARN. Let's copy it somewhere ARN, and we also wanted to copy its ID. So the key ID is nothing but after our /key. So if I was to bold that, and next thing we want to do is we want to configure CloudTrail to store all the logs into S3 bucket. So let's see how we can do that. We'll also make use of that key ID, which locates Key Management Services, the one we just created. So to create CloudTrail services, if I can remember, CloudTrail is somewhere management tool. CloudTrail, there you go. CloudTrail. It will take some time to come up. So when you select CloudTrail, you will see dashboard, and you won't see something like create CloudTrail or something. So you need to click either event history or click view trail. What it does is it gives you a button saying create a trail. So we'll click create trail. We will name it. So how do you create CloudTrail? Is type in your trail name and say apply trail to all region, say yes, then leave all the settings as it is. Lambda not doing any calculation at the moment, so Lambda is quite useful when it comes to API and functions and so on and so forth. So that's for next tutorial. But let's look at S3. Simple storage services, and when it comes to create new bucket, click yes and just give your name, say my CloudTrail bucket, and the number. So the number we said was something like the ID of the key ID of that bucket, that key we've created. Or you can use any number, but I've just used the Key Management Service we've created, its ID, so just to make it simpler. You could type in random numbers. Let's see if it allows us to create that allows us to create a CloudTrail. Let's create, see what happens. Should allow us to create that CloudTrail, and this is what we have just created, very first CloudTrail. So how to use that? Let's see how can we configure both of them. So as you can see from the screen, the S3 bucket is already created here, the one we just created. So just to click in there, it's empty, there's nothing in there. There's got AWS log folder. Within that CloudTrail, as it suggests, it's got hopefully all the folders are it's got one zip file, JSON file, I think. So first to click that, and you can download that if you want, just to see what's in that file. I would like to see what's in that file. Open, cancel, why is it? Open Visual Studio. Yeah, so if you were to open that into Notepad++, it looks like, so you can see access key ID, the event time, the source IP address, user agent, request ID, lots of information there. Let's upload a file. I'll add an image for my PC. It's this happy face. Click upload. You should be able to see that. So that's uploading there. 100%. There you go. So it's uploaded there. So let's see how we can apply key management service to it. Click next. Click next. Set properties. So within that set properties, you can use this and custom ARNS, or you can use AWS. So to see what this image look like, let's have a look how it looks like, whether it's encrypted or not. So it gives us XML file saying error, and it says access denied. Why? It's giving us access denied because you need to make this as public. So now it's publicly available. If you try and do that again, it should hopefully provide us something. Just request was site encryption with AWS Key Management requires AWS signature. Okay, there you go. So it requires us to use AWS Key Management to access this file, so which is kind of really great feature of cloud services. So now let's look at CloudTrail, where we wanted to monitor our upload and our activity. So you can see a user called I am your data scientist. The event is occurred during his session. So you can see the event ID. He's created a bucket using this IP address, the request, the time, which key he's used, so on and so forth. You can see further view event. So it's also provide you as a JSON, so you can also have a look if you're familiar with JSON. Let's have a look in the cloud view, in the S3 bucket we've created. If there is any new, there's something called, there was only one folder, now it's got two folders. So under Cloud Digest, and I would say .8.4, then the file we can just download, that is. So you can see CloudTrail, it keeps track of all the events that occurs for this user. So let's have a look using Notepad++. So if I was to go to download, and I think this would be the file I'll be looking for. This one, I think. Was to open that. As you can see, it's it gives you AWS account ID, digest start name, bucket, SHA, signature algorithm, which algorithm has created, used, so on and so forth. So it's quite handy, quite useful information there. So now look at IAM, access in identity and access management. Then encryption key. So this is the encryption key we've created. So now we're saying add this encryption key to this user, AWS student. So just need to tick here to allow it to use, allow this user to use encryption key we've created. Say click remove, and so click, you can add or remove this user, click remove, click yes, remove. Then again click add, and you can see the user there, and click attach, and you will see the user appears again. So in this tutorial we've looked at what KMS is. KMS, Key Management Services, is to manage your services with great control, security control, security features such as encrypting your keys and encrypting your data. That is important, and you can use CloudTrail to see your logs of all key usage to help you regulatory and compliance needs. And then this is what KMS is. So we created first we created KMS master key, then we configured to allow it to store CloudTrail into bucket S3 bucket, simple storage services. Then we uploaded an image, and remember that arrow came up saying access denied. Then we made it public, that file. Then a message was saying, oh, it needs encryption key to decrypt. Then we used monitor activity and looked at the JSON file, where it had all the logs of events. Then we looked at manage encryption key, how to manage, how to add a user onto key management service, and detached our user. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.